newscast. These cops are tops with kids in West Michigan. Collect all 26. Those of us who collect sports cards can appreciate tonight's segment 3.
There's a collection of cards out right now available in West Michigan that seem to be hotter than the Dallas Cowboys. News 3's Victoria Lim tells us where we can get a hold of them.
We're following in the footsteps of some local celebrities making their latest appearance in Sturgis. Young fans jump out of their seats to meet Sturgis police officers.
Boy, these are really caught on.
Chief Eugene Ali says since Sturgis cop cars hit the streets, kids can't get them fast enough. Ali got a request from his dentist's daughter while he was still in the chair.
I couldn't hardly turn around without having somebody there.
Sturgis police can thank Officer Luis Rosado for their newfound fame.
We've had officers who've gotten stopped in traffic stops when they're writing a ticket, for example. They get mobbed by kids. We have them when they go on break at local restaurants and so on. They get mobbed by children. Parents are, eating this up as well.
On 2 different occasions, I've had youngsters coming to my home asking for my cards. So.
They wait out across the street for when I come out and ask for cards. When I come home from somewhere off duty, they'll come up and knock on the door.
Kids even flock to the police station hoping to find the cards they still don't have in their collection.
I'd rather them be trading cards like this and, well, baseball cards rather than some of the cards that come with some of the gum and things like that nowadays,
The other night, 4 of us were working a football game out at the high school, and we're basically there for security and keeping the peace, but I'm not sure if we'd known there was a fight going on or not because the kids were all over us getting cards. I even had to send my wife home at halftime of the football game to give me another stack of cards because I'd already run out.
Do I have mine? Okay.
And just like the multi-million-dollar athletes, autographs are essential too.
You're at awe. You're taken because kids want your autograph. So it's a humbling experience, but it sure makes us feel good to put a smile on their faces.
There are 26 cards in all, and you can collect them at area merchants until November 11th. But since I'm here, I decided to start my collection now. So, guys, hand them over. Thank you. Thank you. I just love guys in uniform. With photographer Art Charlton, Victoria Lim, segment 3.
What a great story, right? Sturgis businesses and a printing company are sponsoring the cards. The project is so popular, the police department is going to hold a party so the kids can get their cards and officers' autographs. It'll be held at Sturgis High School from 1 to 4 on November 11th. We don't have to wait that long, do we?
You probably want to trade me a couple for the chief.
I want the chief. A couple of detective sergeants for the chief.
You got to give me 4 for 1.
Hey, is the cop that pulled me over in Mattawan in there? That's what I want.
This is Sturgis, sorry.
Sturgis. Oh, okay. Neat idea, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You deserve a ticket, too.
Yeah, well, but I got off.
In the small town of Sturgis, Michigan, their growing popularity has even caught the attention of Fox show America's Most Wanted. Fox 28 Sharice Dover goes behind the scenes with the show's crew at Eastwood Elementary.
No, these kids aren't trying to give Michael Jordan trading cards or Sean Kemp. Instead, they're after cards depicting some other local heroes, Sturgis police officers.
I like them. They're fun to collect. I couldn't collect them all quite yet. I'm going to try.
So one time my mom got stopped and they're just angry. But when they're like this and they're handing out cop cards, it seems different.
Cop cards are becoming quite popular. Already there have been several stories written about them, and now they're ready for prime time. Fox Network's hit TV show America's Most Wanted is here to get the scoop.
What the police are doing here in Sturgis is something that sets an example for police departments around the country. By doing this simple thing, the good feelings can last generations, and that's why we think this has significance as a national story.
There are 26 cards kids can collect. Each of them have information about the officer and a safety tip.
The message to kids is that they are important. This is about community support for children. It's about caring for them, and that's the important piece. It's one piece of a bigger puzzle.
America's Most Wanted producer Keith Greenberg says cops on trading cards could help kids grow up seeing officers as friends instead of enemies. Sharice Dover, Fox 28, Sturgis.
I always used to like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays when I was a kid. The America's Most Wanted crew will also tape the cop card party at Sturgis High School tomorrow.
On a wintry Saturday afternoon, some 1,500 children...
Why are these kids
going crazy for cops? The answer is all in the cards. Tonight on America's Most Wanted.
All right.
Which of these leading cough medicines do you prefer?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh.
This looks really different.
Back. The cop on the corner becomes the cop on the card. Stay with us.
Well, is this you?
Yes, it is. They say the days of kids having real local heroes are long gone. Well, I say they're wrong. And I'm glad to report there's a town in Michigan that's proving it.
Hi, I'm Louis Rosado, Sturgis Police Department. I'm from Chicago, and I've been a police officer for 8 years. And my message to kids throughout the country is to stay off drugs and avoid violence.
Hey, show me the code.
Hi, I'm Jim McNeil. I've been a detective for 13 years. I love to play golf, but my real passion is U of M football. Go Blue!
I'm Dave Northrup with the Special Response Team. Not too long ago, we conducted 6 raids in 1 week.
Sturgis, Michigan, just across the state line from Indiana. Population 10,130. It's a hard-working town, turning out everything from baby formula to draperies to truck bodies. On a wintry Saturday afternoon, some 1,500 children and parents converge on Sturgis High School for an autograph session. But the featured celebrities aren't football or basketball heroes, they're police officers. The mania started in September, when police around town began distributing trading cards of themselves. They weren't the first department to do this. But for some reason, in Sturgis, the cops on the beat became more popular than Power Rangers or X-Men.
They're pretty cool. I guess they're brave enough to go out there and defend the country.
Cop cards are localized. It's easier for youngsters to relate to someone that they can see every day, or who are in their schools or on the streets or wherever, than it is for someone who plays for a major league team somewhere who they'll never meet in their entire lifetime.
Well, is this you?
Yes, it is.
What's your name? Hi, Jennifer. What's your name? What is it? Janie?
If the Sturgis Police Department does have an MVP, it's Louis Rosado, a bilingual Chicago native who can barely walk through town without being besieged by young fans.
I'll stop somewhere and pull over a car, for example, to write him a ticket for a seatbelt violation or speed. And while I'm writing the ticket, kids are lining up on the sidewalk on their bicycles and approaching us, asking us for a baseball card. You'd be surprised how many times we get calls where parents call the policeman and say, hey, I want you to tell my kid to behave or you'll take him to jail. That's not the image that we want. We want kids to know that they can feel comfortable to call the police for anything they need.
The department's public relations effort has paid off. When Officer Rosado stops by Eastwood Elementary School, the kids ignore the bad weather and treat him like a rock star.
A couple extras here for you.
It's real cool because you get to see the police officers when they're not ticketing people.
There are 26 police department employees on the cards, and every one of them is now a hometown superstar.
It really is a craze. We're seeing them all over the place. They're trading them in the hallway, trading them in the lunchroom, almost molesting the cops to get them, as you saw.
There you go. Smile.
All right.
That's great. You know, there's a lesson in that story for all of us. Kids need heroes, and if we help them, they can find those heroes right in their own backyards.